Officer Jeff Jenkins, California Highway Patrol, Oceanside area.
Okay, and could you spell Jeff for us?
Yes, J-E-F-F, last of Jenkins, J-E-N-K-I-N-S.
We'd like to get that stuff right.
Understandable.
Okay, if you would, sir, take us through what happened this evening.
Well, earlier this evening at approximately 10:30, we had the suspect vehicle involved in a stop sign violation down Hotel Circle, the west end of Interstate 8. The vehicle failed to stop, and subsequently an enforcement stop was conducted for the violation. From there, pursuit ensued into the Hillcrest area. I traveled down through the Hillcrest area into downtown San Diego, and then began traveling up Interstate 5. The pursuit traveled at speeds in and around 100 miles per hour and in excess of 100 miles per hour. Traveled through San Diego area, Claremont, and eventually left the freeway in the city of Carlsbad. From there, it traveled east on La Costa Avenue through surface streets in Carlsbad, traveled north on El Camino Real, and finally back westbound on Palomar Airport Road. As the vehicle traveled on Palomar Airport Road, the driver traveled into a large parking area. It's across from the Carlsbad Autoplex or Auto Malls. Vehicle was abandoned in front of the nursery behind us. Passengers were left inside the vehicle, and the driver fled from the driver's door, was observed by the helicopter which was in pursuit overhead. Driver was subsequently apprehended as he fled north through the parking lot. The passengers were apprehended in and around the vehicle by other officers. At this point, there are no injuries to officers involved. At the very beginning of the pursuit in the San Diego area, the suspects had backed their vehicle into the pursuing CHP vehicle, causing apparent minor to moderate damage to the front of the cruiser and to the rear of the involved suspect vehicle. The pursuit then ensued up to this location where it terminated. At this point, we have a total of 4 persons in custody, 3 passengers and 1 driver, 2 males and 2 females from what I understand.
And just so confirming, the male is the driver?
Male was the driver at this point. During the pursuit, the male was the driver the entire time as far as we're aware of.
And on the radio I was hearing something about people in the back of the vehicle waving their hands. Are they along? I mean, obviously they were in the vehicle, but I mean, were they along with this, or were they like scared for their life?
At this point, we don't know. We'll be questioning each of the individuals involved, each of the passengers. Obviously, we want to know how they know this person, how long they've known this person, and what their involvement was, if they were just a hapless passenger or if they had some involvement with the person driving.
And right now, are they just being just questioned at this point?
Right now, they are being detained for investigation, yes.
Do you know the status of the vehicle? Is it stolen or anything? It has New Mexico plates, and there's a lot of junk in there. Are they in from out of town?
At this time, there's a lot of property located in the vehicle, a lot of personal items, a lot of clothing, bedding, those sort of items. We have not sorted out exactly whose property is whose at this point, so we have not made that determination.
Does the driver seem to be under the influence?
I have not had contact with him myself. That will be investigated, obviously, but I cannot make that determination at this time.
What was the top speed?
From what I understand, the speeds were between 100 and 110 at one point on Interstate 5.
There was something was seen being thrown from the vehicle. Were you guys able to find that? And if so, what was it?
I don't know what was thrown from the vehicle, if debris had fallen from the vehicle or if somebody was physically throwing something from the vehicle. When the driver was taken into custody, he had lots of property in his pockets. I don't know if maybe persons were tossing contraband or other items from the vehicle. That's yet to be determined.
And I want to clarify that CHP was making the initial stop, the stop sign stop.
That's
CHP, because San Diego got involved as well.
That's correct. To my knowledge, it was a CHP stop. The origin was CHP involvement for a violation of stop sign.
And did the bumper fall off because he rammed the CHP car?
I'm not aware of why exactly it fell off. There's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot of damage to the car.
Okay.
The bumper is not with the car right now. It happened obviously somewhere before coming to this location. I'm not aware of if the bumper loosened up and actually fell off from dragging on the ground, or if it fell off at the scene originally.
Charges that the driver's facing?
Right now, we're looking at felony evading and obviously at this point as well, assault with a deadly weapon.
Against the officer?
Against the officers, yes, using the vehicle as the weapon.
And right now there's paramedics or fire here.
Paramedics and fire have been called. Right now I'm out of radio contact with them. I don't know if there's injuries being claimed or the driver has a medical condition that we're unaware of, but they have been called obviously to check on somebody.
So we have CHP, San Diego PD, I know it's Carlsbad PD. Who else was involved?
To my knowledge, the involved agencies were CHP San Diego area, CHP Oceanside, San Diego PD joined in the pursuit at the very end with 2 canine units. Because the pursuit did traverse through the city of Carlsbad, they had a unit show up at the end. As far as pursuit goes, most of the involvement was CHP.